Top 10 Dragons in the USA. Komodo Dragon. Top 10 Dragons in the USA. Top 10 Dragons in the USA are well known for their huge size and intimidating demeanor. This species, which is indigenous to the Indonesian islands of Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gili Motang, are the largest lizard species currently in existence. Individuals of this species can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh more than 150 pounds. Despite its representation, the Komodo dragon is a real and superb representation of the ruler of the snake world, not a legendary creature. The teeth and bite of Komodo dragons are essential to their power as wolves. Their strong jaws and sharp teeth allow them to bite with great force and tear through the flesh. Because of the germs in its spit, the Komodo dragon's bite can result in serious illnesses, which makes their hunting strategy very successful. With a Komodo dragon speed of about 12 miles per hour, they are not the fastest reptiles, but their power and hunting skills make them effective hunters. Komodo dragons are mostly found in zoos and wildlife parks in the United States, where both adults and newborns engage guests. These organizations offer insightful courses on Komodo dragon facts and donate to the protection of this endangered species. Even though they may not be indigenous to the United States, their inclusion in American organizations shows their commitment, made by people worldwide to protect these amazing animals, which helps explain why they rank among the top 10 dragons in the country. Bearded dragon. The bearded dragon, which ranks among the top 10 dragons in the USA, engages snake lovers with its unusual appearance and magnetic activity. This species is native to Australia, but because of its stunning build and placid nature, it has become very popular in the United States. In the realm of reptiles, the bearded dragon is unique due to its distinctive beard, which consists of a pair of thorny scales under its chin that can stream up in reaction to fear or excitement. The section for bearded dragons is important to their health because it offers a regulated setting that closely resembles their wild habitat. For the health and happiness of your bearded dragon, whether it is a kid or an adult, you must deliver the ideal home. To keep the bearded dragon active and healthy, these cages usually come prepared with a heat source, UVB lights, and an appropriate substrate. A beautiful variation of the species, the red bearded dragon is particularly well liked for its striking coloring, which counts as a punch of color to any terrarium. Because of their unique colors and designs, fancy bearded dragons are highly leveraged by collectors and fans. The secret to giving your bearded dragon the best care, whether you're housing an adult or a baby, is to be mindful of its unique needs and habits. Among the top 10 dragons in the USA, the bearded dragon stands out due to its appeal and versatility, showing the charming snake's varied requests. Water dragon. The water dragon is one of the most engaging entries in the top 10 dragons in the USA because of its unique beauty and unusual activities. The water dragon is a real, living lizard that is frequently mistaken for a mythical animal because it prefers aquatic settings. These lizards, which are native to Southeast Asia, are prized for their sleek bodies and vivid colors, which enables them to blend in with their aquatic environments. The water dragon is a popular pet choice because of its beautiful appearance and quite low maintenance needs. It's important to simulate the natural habitat of these lizards in your habitat setup by including a variety of climbing and water sports. They will stay active and healthy as a result. To assist a newborn water dragon's growth and expansion, it is essential to keep an environment that is near observed and has the proper humidity and temperature. For snake fans, the real-life water dragon offers a unique and fulfilling adventure, albeit it should not be mistaken with the water dragon Pokemon. Supporting the well-being of an adult or baby in your care requires that you recognize their unique needs. The water dragon, one of the magnetic species included in the top 10 dragons in the USA, is a great choice for both fans and pet owners since it demonstrates the variety and beauty of snake. Chinese dragon, in cultural context. Chinese dragon, in cultural context. One of the top 10 dragons in the USA is the Chinese dragon, which is well known for its deep cultural meaning and suggestive importance. According to Chinese legend, the Chinese dragon is a powerful and the kind demon that is often connected to luck, wealth, and power. The Chinese dragon, which means peace and balance, is considered a protection and a giver of favors. In contrast to the fearsome dragons of Western legend, the unique form of the Chinese dragon, which is frequently described in Chinese dragon images, with a twisting body covered in rankings, horns reaching antlers, and a flowing mane is one of its most remarkable features. These innovative variations of the dragon bring its regal and good qualities, which is in line with its high regard in traditional Chinese art and civilization. The angry face on the Chinese dragon's head, which represents its duty as a protector of the material and spiritual domains, making it especially famous. Chinese dragons are so charming in the USA that they have an impact on modern art and design in addition to cultural festivals. Its importance and respect it deserves are explained by the celebration of its symbolic presence at events like the Lunar New Year and other cultural festivals. The Chinese dragon, which combines love for classic roots with modern sensibilities, is a major feature of the top 10 dragons in the USA. It never fails to awe and encourage respect. Green dragon, in cultural context. Green dragon, in cultural context. The green dragon, which ranks highly among the top 10 dragons in the USA, is a picture of rebirth, growth, and connection with nature. The green dragon is frequently connected to lush environments in diverse cultural contexts, indicating the strength of the natural world and its surroundings. It is a powerful symbol of rebirth and renewal because of its striking green scales, which summon up visions of lush forests and productive soil. The green dragon is often described in mythology and legend as a defender of the soil and a guard over the natural world. The green dragon is usually considered a smart and kind creature that represents the connection between human society and the natural world, in contrast to the more fierce dragons found in other cultural traditions. Its model in tales and artwork highlights its force as a symbol of ecological harmony and the close bond that exists between people and the natural world. The green dragon's appeal in the USA is established by the way it is shown in many artistic mediums and media. This dragon, with its connection to development and the natural world, delights the mind whether it appears in books, films, or other visual arts. The green dragon, one of the top 10 dragons in the USA, never fails to uplift and represent our shared respect for the natural world and its timeless beauty. Panther dragon, mythical. Panther dragon, mythical. The panther dragon is a charming addition to the list of the top 10 dragons in the USA because of its supernatural beauty and interesting presence. This legendary animal blends the regal qualities of a dragon with the sleek, strong traits of a panther. With its powerful wings, keen claws, and muscular physique, the panther dragon embodies the ideal balance between strength and quickness, rendering it a charming character in several myths and tales. The panther dragon is frequently represented in mythology as a protector of buried worlds and long-forgotten mysteries. It represents the elemental energy of the dragon, as well as the untamed power of the panther due to its menacing aspect and enigmatic character. Its outstanding ability to travel between the supernatural and mundane realms further enhances this creature's legendary status. Fantasy fans and artists are drawn to the panther dragon in the United States. It is a popular subject in pop civilization, books, and panther-like beauty. The panther dragon, which is ranked among the top 10 dragons in the USA. Fantasy fans and artists are drawn to, showing our enduring love for fantastical animals that blur the lines between fact and fiction. Wyvern, Mythical. Wyvern dragons are among the most fascinating of the top 10 dragons in the USA, captivating with their unique characteristics and ethereal presence. Wyverns are distinguished by their larger, more serpentine counterparts by having 2 powerful wings and a smaller, more nimble body. Wyverns are a fascinating subject in the world of fantasy because of their outstanding aerial skill and rapid movements. They are often shown with a barbed tail and a head like a dragon. What do wyvern dragons eat? Is a frequently asked question regarding wyverns. Wyverns are typically depicted as vicious predators that prey on smaller animals and legendary creatures in a variety of mythological stories and fantasy contexts. Usually, they eat birds, rodents, and sometimes larger animals that they can capture with their talons and fangs. Their food corresponds to their function in their imaginary habitats as quick and proficient hunters. Wyvern dragons, which represent the archetype of the smaller, more agile dragons, are common in literature, video games, and other media in the United States. They are notable for being among the top 10 dragons in the USA because of their distinct combination of speed and ferocity, which makes them stand out in fantasy settings. Because they are mythological animals, wyverns evoke strong feelings in fans and storytellers, and represent the rich and varied world of dragon lore. Fire dragon, Mythical. Fire dragon, Mythical. The fire dragon, one of the top 10 dragons in the USA, is notable for its powerful and striking appearance. The fire dragon, who is revered in many folklore and fantasy realms, is determined by its capacity to spew fire and control it, meaning both devastation and rebirth. The fire dragon, so named because of its burning breath, that can burn anything in its path and scales. That shimmer like molten lava is a representation of the elemental energy of fire. The fire dragon is frequently depicted in mythology as a ferocious and magnificent being with a strong bond with the elemental power of fire, in addition to having tremendous strength. Because of its fiery powers, this dragon is a representation of growth and the duality of design and descent. Throughout many fantasy genres, the fire dragon inspires reverence and courage, whether it is defending age-old gems or hiring in brave combat. The fire dragon is still a popular figure in pop culture, movies, and books in the United States. Its striking and interesting qualities confirm its order as one of the top 10 dragons in the USA. The fire dragon, which represents the fierce spirit and timeless appeal of mythical dragons, is still a favorite among lovers. As a sign of strong natural forces and transformational power, dragon, in fantasy fiction. The dragon is a central figure in fantasy books, representing a wide range of features that have enthralled readers and viewers for ages. It is ranked among the top 10 dragons in the USA. In fantasy books, dragons are frequently portrayed as having amazing power and the capacity to live fire and cast spells. These legendary creatures, who represent the perfect fusion of danger and interest, are often the main characters in epic levels. Dragons are not simply strong opponents in fantasy books, but they are also fine, multifaceted beings with deep reasons. They may be fearsome demons who pose a threat to icons and heroines, or they may be sages and old beings who protect secrets. The great range of roles they play reflects the creativity and imagination of writers who create worlds in which dragons have a significant influence on events and products. Because they are so common in books, movies, and video games, dragons have a strong interest in fantasy books that have a lasting impact on modern culture. Their timeless appeal and value are highlighted by their iconic build, which guarantees their ranking among the top 10 dragons in the USA. Dragons are eternal emblems in the romance genre, representing both immense strength and unfathomable mystery. They never cease to arouse interest and amazement. Sea dragon, in fantasy fiction. Sea dragon, in fantasy fiction. The sea dragon, which represents the grandeur and charm of the water, is a master of mythological history, and a gripping inclusion in the top 10 dragons in the USA. Of romance fiction. These aquatic dragons, who rule over the deepness of seas and seas, are often shown as having strong tails and shimmering scales. Their designs usually feature features like flowing fins and bioluminescent waves that illuminate the darkened depths, which allude to the majesty of the undersea background. Sea dragons are described as setting and weird beings, with mastery over the weather and sea elements in imagination books. They could be powerful enemies that test icons in grand ocean adventures, keepers of magic found only at sea, or guardians of old sunken towns. Their function in these tales frequently entails complex relationships with sea life as well as the world above, bridging the gap between the terrestrial and ocean domains. Sea dragons have a lasting appeal and complex symbolism that are reflected in their impact across a variety of media, not just books. Sea dragons, who are a vital component of the top 10 dragons in the USA, never cease to wow audiences with their beauty and might. They represent the great mysteries of the ocean and improve the romance genre with its enticing sex appeal.